Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Chef Rob. Today we're going to make some farm-to-table zucchini lasagna roll-ups. So instead of using a pasta noodle, we're going to use zucchini noodles. Okay, so we're just going to take these and shave these into what would be lasagna noodles. Not zoodles, but zucchini lasagna noodles. So we're just going to slice this thin. We're going to cut them about 1/8 of an inch thick, just so we can roll them really good. If you have a mandolin would work really well with this. And you do want to put this on some paper towels so you can get a baking tray out, and then you can also put a little bit of kosher salt on it, let it sit about 15 minutes, because that will get a lot of the water out of this. So these are some nice farm fresh zucchinis, nice and solid, so you can tell they're nice and fresh. You want to check to make sure there's not a lot of dings around it too. And we're going to put this again on a baking tray with some paper towels, getting these about 1/8 inch thick, and just kind of layer these out. Sprinkle a little bit of kosher salt on here, and while they are just kind of getting rid of like the excess water, we're just going to put the sausage in the pan. I'm going to do that right now. Put a little bit of the kosher salt on these right here, so that way they will finish first. And I'm just going to take the sausage. You want to make sure that sausage gets cooked all the way through. It's about 3/4 of a pound for this recipe. This recipe will serve about 6. And you just want to keep crumbling this up, so if you have a wooden spoon, just kind of keep breaking it as it cooks, and it'll take about 3 to 5 minutes in this pan. So our sausage is cooking nicely. I am using sweet Italian sausage. You can use the hot if you like. It is a preference. And now let's go back to our zucchini. We're going to take the remaining zucchini with 3 medium to large zucchinis. You can get up to 24 slices. Okay. And we're going to sprinkle this with kosher salt as well. So let this sit for about 15 minutes, and then we'll start rolling these up. So our sausage is cooked all the way through. Just make sure, of course, there is no pink, and you can always drain any excess grease that may come from the sausage. Okay, so we're going to take this and we are just going to put this into a medium to a large bowl. This is about 3/4 of a pound. You could always use ground beef, but the sausage really gives it a good flavor. I also want to add in 1 cup of the part skim ricotta cheese, but you could use the whole fat. So about 1 full cup of the ricotta. 1/3 cup of the freshly ground Parmesan cheese, and we're just going to put that right in there with the mixture. And always grate your own, it's the best. A little bit of fresh ground black pepper, some kosher salt just to give it some taste and bring out all the flavors in it. We want 1 large egg, so just crack the egg, put that right in here. And I want 1/4 cup of beautiful fresh basil, which I have right here. Always kind of keep it in a glass with some water, treat it like flowers. Whenever you can get the local zucchini and the local garlic and basil, it's always the best. So I want about 1/4 cup of the fresh basil. So I'm just going to kind of pick this off, and now I'm just going to chop this really well. That, and then you just kind of add it right into the ricotta sausage mixture, and then you want 2 fresh cloves of garlic, and we're just going to mix that up really well. Take the garlic, just give it a little smash down, open up the flavors, chop it up really well. So you could add the garlic in right now, or another way to do it is actually cooking it with the sausage too. But make sure you don't put it in right at first. Add it a little bit after, because you don't want to burn the garlic. and just give this a really good chop. At this point, you're going to want to turn on your oven to 400 degrees because we're going to start rolling these, and then we're going to have to cook these for about 25-30 minutes until that cheese gets nice and golden and bubbly. So let's just mix this all up really well. And as we're doing this, our zucchinis is giving up the water, going onto the paper towels, which exactly what we want to do. And this is going to have a lot of flavor. Make sure you get the egg all mixed in as well. So we're going to take our ricotta and sausage mixture. We're going to put about 1 tablespoon on each zucchini roll. And then we're going to roll these up. And you want to have an oven-proof skillet ready. So when you do cook the sausage in it, make sure it's the same pan, because why not just clean one pan? So just go like that. And let me just show you how to, I can free up a little room here. We're just going to roll this. Just be gentle that you don't squeeze it out. And then just kind of put them right in the pan just like this. They may open a little, but just to kind of start, you can go up against the pan. And we're going to take another one just like that. And just keep rolling these until you did them all. If you have some of the mixture left, you can always take like a breaded eggplant and you could fill it and put tomato sauce and mozzarella cheese on it. It'd be just delicious. So I'm going to do 2 pans of these. This is going to make about 24. Again, depends on the zucchini size that you're using. You want to take about 1 cup of the marinara, tomato sauce, anything like that, and just kind of put it around the zucchinis. So about 1 cup for this. And then we're going to shred up some mozzarella cheese. Bake that right on top of these zucchini lasagna roll-ups. Great. And now we're just going to grate up some mozzarella cheese. You just need about a tablespoon for each one. Okay, so that's all you really need. Just enough cheese just to kind of bake on there and get nice and bubbly. And then you can always put on about another ½ cup for the total amount of zucchinis and top these. See, just go just like this with the mozzarella cheese right on top. This is great with a salad and maybe a nice crusty bread. Just like that. Okay, and now we could take a little bit more marinara and top each one just a little bit. Parmesan cheese on top would be fine too. And we're going to bake this in a 400-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. Let's pop this into the oven, and then we can do our other pan. So these took 30 minutes. They're nice and golden brown. Cheese nice and bubbly. It's nice to have the sauce around the outside of it. It looks really good. You could scoop these out, or to even take a little bit of tongs just to kind of lift them out as well, and then spoon some sauce on it later. You want at least 1 cup of mozzarella cheese to even a cup and a half. A cup to a cup and a half of either marinara or tomato sauce. You can get up to about 24 of these as you cut 3 medium to large zucchinis. Make sure you cut them thin so you can roll them really well, and they will come out beautiful just like this. Thank you, everybody. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you for watching.
Wake me up before you go, don't leave me